Jai Hind everyone. As you all know, India is developing at a very accelerated rate. We are the sixth largest economy in the world. The country's growth is enhancing day by day. The country is performing good in its infrastructure, in its developmental projects, and the country's economy is booming. However, there are certain challenges that always hinder the path of development in the country. Like in some parts of our country, we have certain problems that always hinder the development of these areas. Like in the north, we have the problem of terrorism. In east, we have the problem of Naxalism. And in the northeast, we have the problem of militancy or insurgency. So to tackle all these problems, Government of India enacted a very important law which is called the AFSPA. So Jai Hind everyone, my name is Vikrant. My today's lecture topic is the AFSPA. AFSPA means Armed Forces Special Power Act, is an act of parliament which is enacted by the parliament in 1958, and under which the armed forces were given immense power to maintain law and order and public order in any disturbed area. Under AFSPA, central government have the authority to declare any area as a disturbed area. Disturbed area basically means an area which have the problem of militancy, insurgency, and any hostile situation can be occurred in that area. Under AFSPA, armed forces were given power to obstruct the gathering of 5 or more people. They can even use force or even open fire after giving a warning if they feel that a person is violating the law and order of that area. Under that act, they have the authority to arrest or to search any premises without any warrant. They also have the authority to kill anyone if they feel that the person is doing something wrong which can disturb the peace and tranquility of that area. And if anything done by any armed forces under the AFSPA, they are being liable. They are not being liable. They are not being produced in any court or any law. Because they have the authority, they are being immune under the AFSPA. They can perform their duty under the AFSPA without being liable of any act done by them. The main objective of the AFSPA is to maintain the law and order in our country. And AFSPA was first introduced in the Assam and Manipur, and on later years it was introduced in many parts of the country, like in Punjab in 1984, in 1991 Jammu and Kashmir, and right now it is applicable in the northeastern states and as well as but there are certain problems that always countered by AFSPA. Like there are certain arguments that were given against AFSPA. Like first is the violation of human rights. Many human rights groups or many human rights activists always raise their voice against AFSPA. They consider AFSPA as a draconian act which can take the rights of the people, and many incidents happened in our country which fueled the activities of these human rights. Like recently happened attack on the civilians in the Mon district of Nagaland, where the soldiers of 21 para AFSPA has inadvertently killed the 11 civilians by disguising them as terrorists or insurgents. So these incidents provide a fuel for these activities to raise their voice against AFSPA. So they consider AFSPA as a draconian act which gives immense power to the armed forces. But there are certain activists who are in favor of the AFSPA. They consider AFSPA as an act which gives power to the armed forces, because ordinary law cannot able to maintain the law and order in that disturbed area. So Armed Forces Special Power Act required for that area to maintain the law and order and public decorum in that area. Without giving any such authority or any such special power, they are not able to perform their duty effectively, and without having fear in their mind that if they have done something under the AFSPA, they are not being liable for their duties. So this is the advantage of having a AFSPA. Therefore, AFSPA is essentially necessary to combat the insurgency and militancy in these disturbed areas. Now at last, if I come to the conclusion, yes, AFSPA is essentially very important for the disturbed areas to counter the militancy or insurgency area. But what do I personally think, that there is a problem of underdevelopment in these disturbed area, and underdevelopment provides a concrete foundation for these insurgents groups to grow further. So the main problem that the government have to focus is to bring developmental projects and to enhance the development of the northeast area, so that we can eradicate the problem of insurgency or militancy in these areas, and that I think is the best possible solution to eradicate that problem. So that's all for today. Thank you everyone.